When you read the Bible talks about Moses and Joseph. Right. Moses and Joseph. So at the time of Joseph, the Bible says, when Joseph went to the Pharaoh. When you look at Moses, it says the same thing. When Moses went to Pharaoh, because they had interactions with the rulers at the time. When you look into the Quran says, when Joseph went to the king. It does not use the word Pharaoh. Now, we all know that the hieroglyphics was a dead language. How did they decipher the hieroglyphics? They found Rosetta Stone. By using the Rosetta Stone, they deciphered the hieroglyphics. When they deciphered the hieroglyphics, they found out there were no pharaohs at the time, when they look at that time period at the time of Joseph, which means something very interesting. How did the Prophet Muhammad, how did the Quran know that at the time of Joseph where he lived, there were no pharaohs? So the Bible says Pharaoh, but historically that's an error because there were no pharaohs at the time of Joseph. But the Quran doesn't say that. The Quran makes that very distinguishes it. It says king and pharaoh. How did the Prophet Muhammad know this historical fact?